I'm here with the boys from Thus. They just played at Inferno. First time in Norway. Welcome to Norway. Not that I'm part of the Norwegian commerce or marketing place, but anyways, welcome to Inferno. Welcome to Norway. How does it feel to finally play not only in Norway, but for first time you guys playing at Inferno? What a way to lose your Norwegian virginity.
Indeed. It was amazing. We didn't know what to expect. You know, it is mostly a black metal festival, and we are not that black metal, but people were happy and nice and welcomed us. So, I think it went great.
Yeah, getting to play here for the first time, being in Norway, it's absolutely incredible to play at Inferno Festival. It's such a legendary festival with so many awesome and huge bands, and yeah, we really got to experience some of the Norwegian black metal culture while being here. Yeah.
I want to talk about a lot of different topics because I think there's a lot of different things that we can touch on, but I want to continue with the Inferno first before we jump onto something else. The first thing that I noticed when you guys went on stage was that you look a little bit like James Hetfield, like a younger James Hetfield. I don't know if you ever gotten that compliment before, or this, depending. Maybe you don't like him. I don't know.
Well, I love him. That's one of my inspirations, why I play music. So that's all right. You're saying that, yeah.
Okay, so I hit the nail on the head. So not only you look like him, I thought you guys were like the love child of the Black Dahlia Murder and Metallica. If those two bands had a kid, that kid would be you guys. Is that a compliment? You take that as a compliment?
It might be a compliment, I don't know. But, yes, indeed, it is a compliment, yeah. We love Black Dahlia Murder and Metallica and a lot of other bands, but we try to mix them up, like do our own kind of genre and what we like from these things.
Yeah, I can definitely see that comparison because we have some groove and some thrash in our sound, but also some more like melodic death metal and also some technical stuff. So yeah, it makes sense, and yeah, I guess Frederik is our own little Hetfield.
And you guys changed it quite a bit. Like you're listening to a song that perhaps starts a little bit more like a groove metal song, then it switches a little bit to more like a melodic death metal song, then it goes more to like a thrash song. There's so much movement in your songwriting. How did you guys have developed that style of songwriting and that ability to merge all of these genres and still make the song super cohesive and super fluid?
I think I needed to have something that did that, like something new that mixed what I liked, because I write most of the music that we're hearing, because it's six or 7 years old, all the music you're hearing right now, because it took so long to make this project happen. And I've just missed something that took all these elements I liked from different kind of bands and mix them up and take some chances. Yeah.
I gotta ask you guys, did it take long because you guys had to ride bikes to the practice facility? Is that why? Because I was in Denmark and you guys have bikes everywhere. You know, maybe if you guys were driving a car, you would have gotten there a lot quicker.
I think you're right, because we are riding bicycles all day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys had a lot of energy on stage, a lot of fun. It transmits such a great vibe to the audience that's watching you guys. How much attention do you pay to what's happening in front of you when you're perhaps a little bit nervous, like I said, playing Inferno for the first time? Is it easier to still be who you are depending on where you are?
Yeah, I don't think we try to adapt to the audience. I just think we are doing what we do, like each time.
Yeah, but I mean, we played a lot of shows by now, so I think we all in our own kind of way know how to respond to a certain kind of audience, and we know what works in different situations. I hope at least. So yeah, we think about it in I think more of a subconscious way when we go out in front of people. Like, oh, these guys are maybe the kind of crowd that is standing more still, not really the moshing kind of type. Okay, then we adjust the set and what we say to them, yeah, in order to fit that kind of crowd. Yeah, so it is a conscious thing, but also really a subconscious thing. Yeah.
I was talking to the guys from Lemon Terry, but today before you guys showed up and interrupted us, I was mentioning to them that from where I come, from Toronto, from Canada, Wacken Metal Battle is not seen in a great light. Bands don't want to participate because they feel like it's beneath them, like they don't want to battle, like I'm too good for that. And here we are today, two bands playing Inferno that won Wacken Metal Battle Denmark. You guys won Wacken Metal Battle at Wacken. So what do you say to that, to bands that think that it's beneath them, that you know, like I don't want to do that, it seems kind of corny, and look what it's done for you guys.
I think I might be a great example, because I was like the guys in Canada. And actually, the other guys got us into the competition. But I was kind of like, I don't want to compete in music. I think that's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I applied for participation at in the Wacken Metal Battle tournament without Frederik knowing. So I just sent an email and then said to him one day, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna play the Wacken Metal Battle." And then here we are. So I think, I mean, for us at least, it really worked, and we just took a chance on it. And I mean, the competition element isn't as strong as some people might believe. It isn't like the X Factor competition where you have to get judged on how you look and how you act. And I mean, it sounds, in our experience at least, the judges really looked at our product, looked at what we wanted to do, and then judged us based on that, and didn't give us tons of different reasons that we should be something that we're not. Yeah.
Bold move by a bass player, the least important member of the band, signs up the band. Not afraid of losing his job, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it won me over, so it worked. Yeah, but only because we won. You know.
But that was the way. I promised him the day I sent in that application, don't you worry, we're just gonna win it all, and then we did. So yeah, here we are. Yeah.
Now, when you guys went to Germany, did you really think you had a chance at winning it?
Well, no, because we saw the other bands, like the band before us that won previous year, and we were nothing like that. There was the Japanese band with the big swords and big hair, and we were like, they're not gonna like us.
Yeah, because they have 1,000 gimmicks at once, and we don't really have one gimmick.
You guys don't even have one.
No, exactly. Yeah. We are just yeah.
Oh, but you do have James Hetfield.
And that's a plus. Yeah.
So when you guys got there and you see the bands around you and it's time for you to go on stage, do you guys just say to yourselves, fuck it, we're here, let's just do us, and whatever happens fucking happens? Was that the attitude?
I think so. We just slept in a tent, maybe 2 hours that night, so we were all around ourselves. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But we talked about it because, of course, we got some guidance throughout the competition. Like, okay, how can you make your stage presence work in a better way? How can you interact better with the crowd and stuff? And we used some of those comments that the judges gave us, but we also decided that we are who we are, and we want this band to be perceived in a certain way. So we don't want to change a whole lot. Of course, we can optimize the performance, but in the end, we want the authentic product to come across to the audience, because we are not Japanese people with huge swords and spiky hair and whatever.
You guys could have showed up on stage with bikes.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah,
like, I think that, or Legos. We could have had some Legos on stage.
Or the Lego band. Yeah.
The Lego guys. Yeah.
You never know. I mean, like, just an idea. I mean, I don't work for a marketing company or anything like that, so don't listen to what I have to say. But I mean, just an idea, anyways. I love that you guys had that vibe and that attitude, and I think it's great, and it shows on the performance that you guys put on today. And winning now, when you win a competition like that against the best of the best around the world that went there to compete against you, does that put now a little bit of a chip on your shoulder when you now move on with your career and you embrace opportunities like playing at Inferno?
Well, yeah, it's a huge compliment to us. Like, what we're doing is working somehow, and it resonates with people, and we didn't know beforehand. Like, but now we do. Some people like us apparently, so that's a great thing to have.
Yeah, I mean, the first show we ever played outside of Denmark was the Wacken Open Air Festival with 100,000 people or whatever it was. So it was just a head start into the international market, and suddenly we're playing at Inferno for the first time in Norway, and we also have some other like bigger festivals lined up and stuff. So it's really got us a head start. But on the other hand, we talked about that we don't want to be the Wacken Metal Battle band. We also want us to be who has this kind of original sound, and of course people can know us from the Wacken Metal Battle, but we also want the band to stand on its own 2 feet in the long run.
Yeah, and I think you guys are going to do that, honestly. Like, the quality of the sound and the quality of the performance is there. It's not just a one-time thing. It's not just a one-trick pony, if you will. I think there's a lot more to be said. And that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you guys, because for a long time, at least when I thought of Denmark, I thought about the Laudrup brothers. Then I thought about Volbeat. So that's kind of my progression with my knowledge of Danish people in general. Starts with the Laudrup brothers, moves on to Volbeat, and then you have bands like Beast and Convent and all of these other bands. But I feel like there's been a little bit like coming in waves. the bands coming out of Denmark. And I feel like you guys are a little bit in the forefront of this new, more modern, younger generation of Danish metalheads creating great music. Do you see it the way I'm seeing it?
We definitely got a new wave of like bands coming out of Denmark right now. You can see we have Lamentary and what we're doing, and we maybe have missed some kind of genre that we try to do now that wasn't so much popular in Denmark. Like there was a lot of death metal and classical death metal. So now we're doing this because we missed it. Yeah.
I already told him he can't talk unless he adds more cowbell for the next songs. He has to have more cowbell.
Yeah,
or
we need some cowbell.
Yeah, you guys definitely need some cowbell. Yeah, this new wave of bands, do you feel it's driven by that lack of something that was happening in the scene, that was just not enough of it, that you guys didn't see yourselves represented in who was playing, so therefore if they're not representing us, we have to represent ourselves?
Yeah, we have to do it ourselves then. We can't just wait around for a band to sound like something we need. Then we'll just have to practice and hopefully do something that both we like and that other people like.
Well, I liked it. And everybody that was in the room liked it. I saw a lot of people taking photos and videos and enjoying themselves. And it was really a nice touch today to have a band that didn't sound like every other band that I've been listening to. Not that I have anything against that, but it's always nice to have that reset to your palette, to your sound palette. And you guys definitely did that. I think you guys are going to go places. Incredible experience today. Thank you for taking the time today. Be careful with those bikes. Do what you got to do. Add some more cowbell. Thank you guys very much. I hope to see you guys again soon. Great performance today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.